Oh my gosh, my wife is coming back! My wife! My wife! So apparently, they're making a spin-off show. It's gonna be focusing on Lars and his crew, and I'm really excited about that because that means the off-colors. More off-color screen time, guys. Oh my goodness. Also, this video is gonna be me talking about, like, the whole thing and what I think is gonna happen, and also I had a friend. I have a friend on YouTube who posted like a similar a similar video, and I kind of got inspired to make a video like this. We also talked a lot on Twitter, but hey, I deleted Twitter, so well, I mean, I didn't delete it. I logged out, but I also made this video because I wanted an excuse to talk about Rhodonite. So there's that, guys. So basically the show is gonna be called Lars of the Stars. You know, like that one episode from the original series called Lars of the Stars. Anyways, here are my theories and thoughts and headcanons and everything about what I think are gonna happen, because I want to talk so much about this. I haven't yet, and I really want to. You guys are gonna hear me yap on a lot, and I'm really sorry about that. So first, I'm gonna talk about Rhodonite. Like I said earlier in the video, I really love Rhodonite. So I've made a whole section dedicated to just her. I'm sorry, guys. She's just my everything, and I'm really attached to her, like, so much. She means a lot to me, and so that's why I have an area for just her in this video. Enjoy, I guess. So first of all, I'm gonna talk about what I think her hobbies or what her interests would be if she had them. A friend had some good ideas. I agree that she would probably be into, like, movies and whatnot. That's a very good headcanon. I really like that. But I have some very different, like, ideas for what I think she would be into when it comes to movies. Is it weird that I think she would be really into, like, the romantic movies or the musicals? Because, I don't know, I just strongly feel she is the type to be into, like, Elemental or, like, WALL-E or, like, any of the classic Disney movies. Now, because of this, I'm imagining her being into flippin' Hamilton. That would be so fun. Just her randomly entering the room and singing a Hamilton song. Or wait, I can actually kind of see her favorite musical being Jingle Jangle, which is like this very underrated Christmas movie. That's a musical. I feel like she would really like something like that. I also kind of feel like she would enjoy, like, collecting Pokemon cards, but, like, only because of the, like, artwork or because the Pokemon look cute. She would not know how to play it correctly, and that would be so funny. I also have this in my gut feel that she would like Little Big Planet. I'm sorry. Maybe it's because I love Little Big Planet. I also kind of feel she would like Katamari, but, like, at the same time, that game could get a little stressful, if you know what I'm talking about. Okay, now what I kind of want to break down her, like, whole personality and what I think it's like, and her, like, and why I think, like, her job as the head of strategic operations fits her so much. Because I've seen some people either not pay attention to like, the fact that she has that job, or they just don't think it, like, fits her that well. But trust me, guys, let me explain. First of all, we can see that she does get pretty calm at certain parts of the show. And from what we've seen, that leads to her being more smarter and actually able to think about what's going on or what's happening, or, like, actually think about different plans or how to do them. You know what I mean? Wow, guys, she would be fantastic at planning her wedding. What do you guys think? In all seriousness, I feel she's way better at doing her job when she's actually thinking and she's actually, like, being more calm than she usually is on the ship. And I have this, like, a somewhat idea or theory that she showed her intelligence a lot before Lars stole the ship, and before he stole the cape, and before he actually became a space captain on a ship, if I'm making any sense right now. Also, like the other off-colors, Rhodonite seems to be very good at all the technology on the ship, which is why I have this headcanon where I think she would be way better at computers on Earth than she would be at phones. I feel like she would have like those like pink or purple like really old computers. It was really, it would be really funny. Just imagine her going to a store and then and then Lars is all like, oh, do you want this updated computer? Wow, it's like, and then Rodonite would just like have eyes on this very nice pink or purple, like, what was it called? An iMac? And then Lars would be like, oh, are you sure? And then Rodonite just comes out with like a giant iMac and then I don't know. I'm just imagining Rodonite, and also I'm just imagining Rodonite playing like those like blocky games where you have to like hit the ball like the block, and then there's like this like trampoline or something at the bottom, and it's like those games like for the older computers or something. Oh my god, that would be so funny. Back to her job as head of strategic operations. Let's be honest here. If she didn't like her job, or if she like thought that wasn't like the perfect job for her, or if she didn't think that her being assigned that job was a good idea, she wouldn't have literally ran back to her spot whenever the power went back on the ship. Also, mind you, she looked really happy and had this very big smile on her face. Let's think about that for like 1 second. I feel like she truly enjoys her job, and like I feel like she truly feels like the job was meant for her, but like it could also be very stressful, especially because of all the crap that she went through, and literally because she never did all of that before, and I feel like she is slowly trying to get used to it. You know what I mean? Like, or perhaps she was only smiling because she was ready to get out of there. Or maybe it's kind of like a mix of both. Like, she enjoys her job, but she's also extremely ready to get out of there. Also, here's another thing. If she hated her job, she wouldn't do it again. Like, there's literally a spin-off coming out, and she's going to probably do her job again. So... Plus, literally, in the spin-off, she's probably going to be more confident and more calm, so she would probably do her job even better than she did in the original show. Like, she would probably, like, act like how she was more in, like, the comics or something. How she was, like, more, like, focused and more, like... I feel like... Oh yeah, here's another thing. I kind of headcanon that she would have ADHD, but I feel like she would be more focused if it's something that she's passionate about. Like doing her job as head of strategic operations, or, something like that. I also want to talk more about her personality. Besides being anxious and more shy and sweet and kind-hearted and very, she's a very sweet character. Besides being like all sweet, I could kind of see her like being very, like having a very ticked off side whenever someone messes with her or one of her friends, and being very defensive of who she cares about or like herself. Like, I'm just imagining like, I don't know, like Emerald picking on Lars, and then she all of a sudden like decides, okay, who am I gonna beat up today? Okay, that would be funny. That would be really funny. Like her showing her ticked off side whenever someone messes with someone she cares about. Her literally using her ruby arms to take down someone. If something like that in the spinoff happens, I am going to laugh. Speaking of her being defensive, did you know that I'm pretty sure, and this is just a thought, I don't know if this is actually true or not, but did you know that possibly, that scene where she was like, well, if you insist, during that scene, I'm pretty sure, I want to so badly say that this was her Ruby trying to, like, protect herself from that awful place. Oh my gosh, she was so ready to get out of there. I feel like she had, like, a little bit of impatience in her, too. Like, I feel like impatience would be, like, a negative trait of hers. Like, I strongly feel like impatience and like, it being hard for her to focus, like, would be like two negative traits of hers if she had negative traits. Also, one more interest that I feel like she would have. This is gonna be a funny little silly little interest that I feel like she would have, but I feel like she would really enjoy cake pop. Mostly because they just give me vibes of something that she would really like. Also, she seemed to really like cake, like, in future, so So I mean, it wouldn't be too far off if she started like cake pops. Anyways, moving on. Oh man, all their backstories. Well, if I remember correctly, Rhodonites was the only one that was actually planned out, but then completely scrapped. Like, it was like they scrapped it. It's like not even in the show at all. But you can only hope for it to actually be in the spin-off. Haha. For those who don't know about her story, I am going to tell you. So, in her backstory, there was once upon a time a ruby and a pearl, and these were apparently their concept designs. They were not like actually inside the show, but they just sort of like exist as concept design. Oh yeah, and the Morganite too, but boo! And apparently the Morganite was supposed to be an artist gem, and she painted the diamond murals, which is actually kind of interesting. That's definitely gonna come to play in the spin-off. That's definitely gonna happen. Oh, and also in the spin-off, the Morganite rejuvenated the ruby and the pearl like 17 times. They fell in love like 17 times. And I don't know, they probably found each other like so many times, perhaps. Like, I was gonna assume like they like regained their memory, like, or maybe they have yet to like find all the pieces. Like maybe Rhodonite like has yet to like remember everything. It's either the ruby and the pearl kept falling in love and kept remembering everything every single time they fell in love, or they still have yet to connect all the pieces. And once they fused into Rhodonite and ran away, they had yet to like continue to find all the pieces. Honestly, I'm kind of interested by all this. I need to know more. I need to know more so bad. Oh my goodness, especially because I love her so much and I need to see. Even though like I don't want to see like her upset, but at the same time, backstories like are usually really sad. So she would just be upset anyways, and it's like, well, I guess I have to witness my most favorite character from Steven Universe crying over her backstory. Wow, awesome. Also, moving on to the other backstories, we have no information on any of them. Well, besides the fact the Rutile twins literally came out and everyone was afraid of them. Honestly, I feel really bad for the Rutile twins. Like, imagine having to live like that, like coming out and everyone became afraid of you for just existing. Like, why is Homeworld so mean to these gyms? I do not understand it. Also, is it bad that I'm the most interested with Fluorite's backstory? Like, I need to know more about Fluorite and like how like all those gyms stayed fused. Like how were like 6 gyms like able to stay fused? Like, honestly, Fluorite is the most interesting one. Well, besides, I mean, well, obviously Rhodonite too, but obviously, I say that, and she's my favorite, character, but that's my wife. Of course she's gonna be interesting to me. Anyways, moving on. Steven did say that there might be off colors all over the place, so maybe in the spin-off they could try looking for more off colors to befriend and have them join the group, and that would be so cute. Actually, that needs to happen. I found this really cute like idea where Leggy joins the off colors and falls in love with Pat Paracha. That would be so adorable. Like, imagine Leggy like joining the off colors. I mean, I don't even think Leggy would Leggy even be considered different? I mean, Leggy's like the nicest and like the most confused one in the Ruby squad, so maybe I feel like another gym who should join the off colors would be Carnelian, because they're basically they're like Crystal Gem Amethyst, but like, you know what I mean? Like they have the same problem as Crystal Gem Amethyst. The off colors would definitely take Carnelian in. Just saying. Speaking of the Crystal Gems, they really need to appear in the spin-off just so Crystal Gem Amethyst could meet the off colors. I feel like she would get along so well with them. Also, I need Pearl to meet Rhodonite because I feel like they would get along so well too. Maybe Rhodonite could show Pearl where the whole Morganite thing happened, or maybe Rhodonite wouldn't remember like everything. I mean, I know Rhodonite remembers Morganite because she literally mentioned Morganite whenever she first met Steven and Lars. She was literally just, and a fusion like me is unforgivable. When our Morganite found out, let's just say we were replaced. So of course she must remember her Morganite. There are some things that she remembers, I'm pretty sure she just doesn't remember everything, and that's why she only said like a tiny bit of her backstory. Anyways, back to this. I feel like if she showed Pearl like her place, I feel like Pearl would know exactly what location that is because, you know, Pearl was Pink Diamond's Pearl, and I'm pretty sure the place where Morganite was some place with Pink Diamond. So, but like, I kind of doubt this would all happen because all the off colors would be in space without the crystal gems, but this is just a funny little thought that came to my head. Or maybe it's the other way around, like Pearl shows Rhodonite all the stuff on Earth, like all the old locations, like the Strawberry Battlefield, also known as the Gym Battlefield, if I remember correctly. We also need more Garnet and Rhodonite. Like, oh my god, imagine if they both unfuse and they went on a double date to like Funland or something, but like at the same time, if I remember correctly, Lars of the Stars takes place in space a bunch of the time, unless they were to go to Earth like a few times in the show to like take a break or something. But yeah, those were what I was thinking. Anyways, I am probably gonna end the video here because those were the things I've actually wanted to talk about the most and that I wanted to get out my system. I'm so sorry for not mentioning everything. I apologize. Bye! And I hope you guys have a great day! First of all, we could clearly see that whenever she's calm, first of all, we could see that so that's why she's, so like I said, they're making Steven did say that there's way more. Wait. Now I'm wondering what their conversation. Never mind. Speaking of the crystal gems, I kind of feel like Amethyst, like Crystal Gem Amethyst would get so long. Anyways, I'm probably.